Yeah, put a scarf on. Okay, okay, be there. Okay. Hello, B. Hey, B. How you doing? You ready? You ready for class today? You got your pen and your paper? Y'all ready, Divine Feminine? Yo, I got a book out today. The book is Mama Water. Hi. Hey. Hey, 777. The Self of the African Prophecy. So y'all know I've been talking about prophecies. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, y'all see my hair? Yeah, I came up here looking just like this. The serve. What's that? Come as you are. So listen, if you here today, your vibe is in sync. We got 11 people in here, and 11 is new beginnings. It's new beginnings. If you here, listen. Listen. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm here for the divine feminine today. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you straight like that. Friday the 13th coming, and it's about the divine feminine. It's time for your second coming. If you with it, you with it. If you with it, put a 7 in the chat. We got 7 people in here, and I know I seen 777. Synchronicities. Can I have a shout out? Hey, 777. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I can't even see the letters. The letters. I ain't even gonna lie. I would have to get another whole pair of glasses, and I already know what's getting ready to happen. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna put the phone on do not disturb. Okay, so I keep hearing this song. Listen, listen with your heart. Listen with your love. And I had shuffled this deck, and listen came back out. I'm gonna need y'all to listen. If you tapped into spirituality, you're gonna have to listen. For real, for real. This is the time of listening. Y'all know we don't have two Friday the 13th in 2 months. Listen, turn up the volume. Turn up the volume on your listening ears because this is very, very much for the star seeds. It's for the star. You in the circle, you the square, you the triangle, you all of it, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, your God. Right? Start tapping into your God. Stay out of everybody else's God. If it's got to be source, if it's got to be the most high, stop tapping into other people's God. Find your own inner voice. Listen. Divine, I do got term determination. Determination. That's where we at. You got to be tapped in and determined discernment about your most high source, your spirit. Before Friday the 13th, feminine. Before Friday the 13th, remember they don't like that number 13. You got two of them back to back in the solar, a planetary alignment, cosmic. This is bigger than what you think. Look at the bigger picture. You feel the energy, you feel the shift, but you don't know what the fuck it is. You don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, baby. Hey, Ann. I'm going to need y'all to know. We moving. Start daydreaming. Daydream. Wait. It's no longer I. It's we, y'all. We have to come together. I'm talking to the feminine. We have to come together. Divide and conquer is over. This is the second coming of you. Hey, Elizabeth. The second coming of you. Right. Okay. Now, this card say, I am present. Let me tell you how spirit works. You say something, you say you don't want to, I don't want that, and it come quicker. Anybody want to agree? I said I didn't want to say I am. Just say I am present, right? I said I didn't want the spirit. Oh, yes, you are. That's spirituality. What you say you don't want gonna come and approach you before what you say you want, right? But it's we. It was believe, now it's no. It was I, now it's we. We are present. We in here right now. I'm in my space and portal, you in your space, time, and portal, but we collectively found each other at the same time. Our AI in our algorithm, our ancient intelligence, all of it is where we at. Me in my space, my portal, you in your portal, but it's something, something, some bodies that need to hear this. It's some bodies that need to hear this. You present. You the Garden of Eden. You see that garden? It's like chakra colors. Your chakras are coming into alignment, right? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and others because they know not what they were supposed to tell you because your assignment is not theirs. Your assignment is an individual. Your individuality brought you over here for accountability, practicality, all of it. The qualities, the ologies, all of it. Put it together, right? That's going to help you get to your abundance. Your throat chakra is going to get you to your abundance. You have to use your voice. Remember, every other voice is not yours. Your voice is a specific algorithm. Your voice, your energy match you with my voice and my energy. So whatever I'm doing for my abundance, take me through there. That's what we doing. We on a roller coaster ride. Anybody else feel like they riding on this roller coaster? I know I'm not the only one out here that's living a double mission. I'm not the only star seed out here that's living a double mission. I'm my old self and my new self simultaneously. Anybody else feel like they living two lives right now? You got to. If you don't feel like you living two lives up here, you on the wrong channel. If you don't feel like you in between blessings, in between miracles, in between prayers, because all I'm doing is up here is talking to my phone. How did me talking to my phone bring your ass in here? That's what we got to start thinking. So that means there's something about this lady up here with these little ponytails, these little plaits that was here a couple of months ago. What did that say? It say real reviews first. We real over here. We realistic. We realize. Real. Ain't no fake. Can anybody say everything I do is real? Ain't nothing fake about me. I got 3, 4 faces. Oh, I ain't two-faced. Yes, the fuck you will say I'm two-faced and see how your life changed. Yeah, I'm two-faced as hell. 3 faces, 4 faces. I'm the north, west, south, and east. Why you can't be all of it? Right? That's what's gonna get you. Forgive yourself for not showing up for yourself. We present now. Anybody will say I'm present? I came to class. I'm in class. Right? So we gotta tap in, y'all, to self. The most high self Anybody else being pacing around their house? If you been just pacing, like you about to start the carpet down, who been pacing? Who been just pacing and talking, pacing and praying? Because that's what you're doing. You praying all day. You just pacing. You just pacing. Somebody might be rocking in a rocking chair, rocking, pacing. All right. So let me tell y'all what's going on. Okay. Time to move. The energy is gaining momentum. I can't get still. I'm rocking like I'm birthing a baby or just birthed the baby. You know how you rock the baby? You nurture the baby on you. So, what's going on, y'all? We are walking away from things that no longer serve us. Something, someplace, someone is stopping your blessings. Right? So recently I told y'all I have been cutting off people like 40 going west because people will stop you from reaching your final destination. Now, they said the enemy could be your mama, your daddy, your brother, your child. Even your child could be saying shit that they ain't got no business saying, that they ain't have no business touching. That'll stop you, but it's gonna stop them too. It's gonna stunt their growth. Right? So we having to walk away from a whole lot of people. If you know somebody tell you, oh, I go out and I set intentions to piss somebody off, that ain't the person you need to be around right now. You need to find you some influential people, some positivity. Okay, so earlier I heard the mountain is you. Climb it. The mountain is you. Climb it. Cracked open. Some of you have hit rock bottom. So you have no choice but to surrender to the alchemy of your life. What is alchemy? Pain. All the shit that doesn't mean you no good. You got to shape shift that. You can't let it. You got to let it crack you open so you can see the light. All right? Whoa. Ooh. All right, so you got to crack it open so you can see the light. Now, this is the thing. Don't tell everybody you around here trying to crack no codes. This is the season where you're going to have to do like I've been doing. Y'all know I haven't been on YouTube because I've been minding my business like a gold mounder. I've been 10 toes down with my business, coming up with a plan, a practical plan, right? For this abundance. So I became present. I came aware that I was neglecting myself from picking up everybody else's energy, right? So then I decided to play, right? I decided to play with my abundance. I decided to play with my rock bottom. You hear me? I found some damn fun when I was in jail. See, isolation was good. Isolation was your separation. You needed that isolation, or somebody need isolation. Maybe 6 months. I see 6 months, and then I see yes. About 6 months from now, you're gonna say yes to yourself now. So 6 months from now, you can be in your heart chakra. You can love everything that gets sent to you. You see everything as a challenge. 6 months, right? You ain't going nowhere. Your world ain't coming to an end. They world coming to an end. Your world ain't coming to an end because you the messenger. You divine. You divine, right? All right. So somebody might need to start daydreaming again. Somebody might need to go in there and do a Tabitha Brown. What Tabitha Brown has said? Tabitha Brown said, she went to the mirror. She said, if you heal me, you can have me. That sounds like if you fix me, we on new, right? If you heal me, you can have me. I saw shapeshifter. I saw the owl. Excuse me. I saw the fox. Right? So I thought I saw an owl. So I got two fox. I got a bird. Trust the magic. Become a shapeshifter. What I just say? Become a shapeshifter. That's what you have to do. That's the second coming of you to remember who the fuck you is. It's time to become a shapeshifter. It's time to ground in your shapeshifting. And also, you're gonna have to observe in silence. You ain't gonna be able to tell nobody you doing no healing, no research about healing yourself. You can't be around here telling people that. They don't understand it. You just gonna have to keep your mouth closed. You can't be around here telling people, I think I can heal myself. Because, see, some people like to be codependent. They like to be dependent on a co-op. You know what I'm saying? A gazebo, what you call it? They like to depend on other shit. They don't want to stand on business. Hey, Elizabeth, right? So you're going to have to trust. Like, I know they keep saying that this is magic, but I don't know what magic is. Writing it down and making it clear. Reading it over and over, writing the time behind it, and say, look, on this day right here, I will rock bottom. So when this day come around, a couple of more cycles, you're going to be like, no, you know what? I ain't that person no more. I don't care. Like, I adapted this thing where I don't care no damn more. I don't care to be a people pleaser. Am I too loud with this microphone? I got a microphone today, y'all. What did I get free today? I have, thank you. I have a microphone and I got 4 jugs of milk today free. All because I went outside. Yo, we're going to have to play with this energy, y'all. We're going to have to play with these solar, look up the solar alignments, planetary alignments that we just had, 7 of them. Look at the lunar eclipse. Look at, it could be the company that you about to start working for. Look at what the name of that company means. You got to research everything. You are the fact checker. You. It's all about you. It ain't about the people outside of you. It's all about you. Right? So the Vatican's had stole the African prophecy stuff, and they wrote it in their book, and they taught it to you. Now you're gonna have to do your research. What's this hidden knowledge that's gonna get me to my math, right? That's gonna get me to my mama, Mama Waters, my yacht, math. It's all about the woman. It's all about her. You know what I'm saying? It's all about her story right now. She got to get her a microphone and cut her computer on, which is her phone. Yeah. Girl, look. Did you hear that? She got to cut on her phone and get her microphone so she can amplify. Huh? She got to use her voice and do it with love. Come as you are. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. One person in here. Tell me, can you hear me? Holler if you hear me. Online shopping addict. Is anybody in here an online shopping addict? I am. Come on. I done missed the question, y'all. But the question was, am I an online shopping addict? Yeah. Everything that I bought right here, I bought it online. These cards, these books. I became obsessed with knowledge. I bought knowledge. That's what I bought. YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Because AI is popular on my live. So I gotta tell AI what I want them to ask. Right? So they know I bought these cards. They know where I bought them. These particular ones, I don't think I bought them online. But they know. So if you know, then you got to go get the people that want to know what I know, right? Somebody want to know what you know. They want to know how you made it. They want to know why you over there singing, so glad I made it. I made it through. Because remember the other one that was saying, take me through there, take me through there. Now we're saying, so glad I made it. So you made it through the shift, right? Or you still getting took through there. You don't know what's going on. Because those were ordinary little girls that looked like me that was over there that went from that one song, took them from rags to riches. That one hook. So it's something got to do with music, frequencies. They felt like they were took through there, so they went and talked about it. They sung about it, right? They made it a whole hook, and it took them from rags to riches. They done put a little beat with it, put a beat on it. You get what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So in this energy right now, I need you to know you doing exactly what you need to be doing right now. If it ain't nothing, don't do nothing. If it's do the most, that's what you need to do. Whatever's going to take you from rags to riches, whatever's going to take you from sugar, no, not sugar. We're going from salt to sugar. You know what I'm saying? Because they threw salt on Sarah. And when they threw salt on Sarah in the Bible, when they threw that salt on Sarah, she dissolved. So you got to be sugar and sweet so you can stick it out during this next energy. You get what I'm saying? You already had some salt thrown on you. Now let somebody throw some sugar on you. Sugar, sugar. So you can stick with it. So you can stick and stay in here. Because these people going up out of here. You can't be too low vibration like, woe is me right now. You got to be ready to throw them dupes on and say, let's fight it out. They ain't going to tell you that. Nuck if you buck. That's the kind of energy we need right now. It ain't time for no damn smooth and sailing. No, baby, it's chaotic out here. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is your fighting energy. When somebody told you 2, 3 years ago, oh, it's a spiritual warfare, and now you see it happening from spiritual to flesh, stay out of that shit. Go over there and get in your little cubby hole, wherever you at, and get to work on yourself. Pressure to self. That's the only thing gonna keep you in here. These people is taking their self out of here because the energy is too heavy and nobody haven't told them what is the energy. Nobody said, look, you the enemy that they want you to stay. They want you to stay in that, oh, I'm a sinner. Oh, that means, oh, I keep misfiring. I ain't figured out the cycle yet. I keep misfiring. I keep missing. I'm always behind the movement. You got to get in front of it. When you going to get in front of it? Get in front of the mirror. I don't want to be that damn broke down, broken crayon no more. Heal me. You got to have tunnel vision looking in your eyes. Do you ever see how pretty your eyes is when you look into the mirror? When you look past this meat suit, do you ever really look and like, damn, I ain't know my eyes were that pretty? Supporter. Pay attention. Start going outside with your natural. Some people, you know. Sometimes I tie my hair up, but right now I ain't scared of nobody energy. I wrap my hair up to protect myself. Y'all done seen me. Y'all came, some of y'all came in when I was on one of my initiations. I done been on a whole lot of initiation, and I don't rep Ifa, just like I don't rep Christianity. I am the Christ. The Christ is within me all day, every day. And days ain't even, we don't even know what day it is. They changing the dates. They changing the time of the day. Little day, short night, little day. Nigga, they playing Russian roulette. But you gotta keep your energy. So I didn't even know that it had changed. I don't live there. I don't live in that world no more. I'm trying to tap into it even with working. I just got promoted. Going to another hole, Greenville, right? To play forgiveness. Let me see. Now this is the play. Play is green and forgiveness is green. Hold on. I picked up the wrong card. Forgiveness is 19 and play is 20, right? So you know what I just heard? Something happened in 2019. Maybe a lot of people looking at 2020 when actually it could have happened in 20 yeah. Somebody got judgment in 2020. And see, because we don't live in no microwave world, it could have been something you asked for in 2019 that's coming into abundance. You just had to learn how to play with it. $198, 18, 19, 19, 18. Okay, I heard somebody could have came through here. 1918. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What was this Mama Waters? What was this Christianity? I saw 1888 earlier. When did they steal this knowledge? The Vatican. Because you seers, you prophets, you story, you fortune tellers, soothsayers. All right, so this Babylonian map go back to 1540. 1540. Katas, African woman around the world. The first prophets of Mama Waters were African women. They were called the Sibyls, the Sibyls, 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 meaning they were priests, divine oracles of the ancestors. So ancestors is your answers. I've been saying this. Y'all know I've been saying this since TikTok, before TikTok. Ancestors is your answers. Right? Just think if we can pull together like the ants do. The ants. Have you ever seen an ant with that big piece of bread on his back? Ain't nobody in here. Anybody in here? Have you ever seen them ants when they in line with that big piece of bread on their back going back to their nest? Who ever seen that? How them ants be working together? You say yes, and how them ants be working together? That's how we gotta get back to. It's giving me that grasshopper to a giant. I think okay. I see the hearts. I couldn't see them. It's giving me grasshoppers to a motherfucking giant. Before this planetary shift, before these eclipses this last month and this month, and they done came together, they done merged together, they still like they're showing out. The planets are showing out. So that goes to show right there, it's bigger than you. It's a breakthrough. What it say? It is a breakthrough from rock bottom. I ain't lying to you. You cracked the damn code, cracked it wide open. You went from rock bottom to I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my waves. I can see all obstacles in my waves. Frequency. Now you about to use your intellectual powers. You didn't listen to what nobody said. She over there talking about she's spirituality. She don't know not nay spirit to call on. That's what they were praying on. They didn't think you had nobody to call on. When they won't end there when your grandma and them were talking to you. They won't end there when you close your eyes and you saw all them people huddled up. And you were like, who them people? Why I keep going to sleep and seeing a whole bunch of people? What they waiting for? They were waiting to tell you something. I even heard somebody say the same thing that I said during my daddy's funeral. I said during my daddy's funeral that was not wrote on my paper that I was going to bridge a gap. After the service, Spirit told me to go back and read your paper. Where did that come from? And then I didn't see it on my paper. And then I kept saying in my mind, what is bridge the gap? What gap? You know what I'm saying? Like, then I'm going to tell you what I started to see. I started to see a little red car on a bridge by itself, long bridge, cross the waters. Breathe. It's time for you to get your message out. And it's going to flow with water. Don't try to have too much power what spirit wants you to know when you practicing spirituality. Spirituality. But you scared to call on spirits? Even when they told you that it was stolen knowledge, hidden knowledge, occult knowledge. Occult means hidden. So all these things happening in your life, all these signs and symbols and synchronicities, you think it ain't for you. And then you met Dreaming True. Then you met a dream and a truth. To say, yo, I was over there feeling that energy too. And my energy told me, go over there, sit by yourself, let go of fear and make some videos. It's going to all make sense when I let you know it all makes sense. But I heard the voice. Remember I told y'all about that masculine voice? I ain't the only one that heard that voice, and we did not hear it at the same time. And if you have not heard that voice, and it's a low voice, you waiting for it to get loud. What you wanted to start hollering before you get to work? So then I was watching Tabitha Brown, and maybe it was some years ago, because I knew her from Facebook. I didn't know her whole story. I just knew she was vegan. And then she started talking about divorce. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. She from North Carolina. God, like I said it. She country just like me. She tried to mask her authenticity. And then I was like, whoa. So some North Carolina's girls got some power too. They got some energy that need to be heard. But they scared. And somebody had to say, whoa, baby, you live over there on some sacred grounds too. You got some sacred powers too. If you tap into your signs and your symbols and you know that your shit will hijack. But what goes around comes around. Watch the math. Watch your morals and your principles. See, sometimes you got to jump up and pack up and go somewhere you don't want to go. Get out of your comfort zone. That ain't your zone. If you ain't prospering in it, that ain't your zone. Time to move. Because remember, it said we were all over. Did you hear me? It said the African women, you know, us, we were all over. So they been doing rituals and telling you not to do rituals. But now it's time for us to make it rain. It's time for us to make it rain. All right? Remember, they tell they God look out for babies and food. But look at that. Look at that. Y'all, can you see that star? Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see that right now? And look right now. Connecting them dots. Y'all don't see it. Wow. This a card. This a book. How they go together? And why you on that cliff surrendering to the what? Look like the cosmos. Look like all the angles and the angels and you know, look like all yeah. All the shapes. All the shapes. Circle, pentagon, triangle, square. And that little light, this little light of mine, always in the center. What did we say this was? The Star of David? It's got so many, I mean, it's just so many, it just goes on and on and on. But it's looking real cosmic. It's looking real gladiator. Galactic. That's what it's looking, real galactic. Especially when all this stuff going on in the planet. And they trying to keep you distracted. They trying to keep you distracted with everything else and stuff for what? That girl right there hanging on the ledge. Top of the mountain. But dang, it looked like the planetary alignment is at the bottom. Is that why I keep falling down? It looked like it's up under her. It's in the water? Is it in the water? Now, as above, so below. As within, so without. All of it. All of it. You can't leave nothing out. You're going to have to leave some people behind, but that don't mean they're not going to come find you or you're going to go back and pick them up. But you got to do your work first. You got to be the 0 and the 1. Green is heart. Forgiveness and play. The food. All right. Give thanks to your higher self, 555. Come on now. Give thanks. Give thanks to your higher self, 555. All right, let's see. Because I saw Make It Rain. I'm telling you, I can't say you might fly faster than me, y'all, because I haven't got to 1,000 subscribers yet. You might take off faster than me. But let me tell you something. It's time to get your voice to working. So the miracles and that's how the daydreams. So the daydreams know where to come. The dreams that you dream in the daytime, just night dreams, and we don't even hear night dreams. We hear nightmares. Or night is Mars. Mars. What's the energy? Oh. All right. Here we go. Self-love, real deal. Self-love is the real love, the real deal, the number one, the zero, right? You gotta put self first. What did I just say? The alarm 5:55. Give thanks to your higher self. Give thanks to your higher selves. Cells like in your blood, like the power of the blood, your higher self, real deal. Create a true bond of loving yourself. Create time before you go do something for somebody else because you can't buy time, right? Do something for yourself. That's your breakthrough. That's what you cracking open. You're not trying to crack open nobody else. That's your high value. That's when you're gonna know you got high value. You're gonna be the empress. When you crack you open, boop. When that head crack over that soul star energy crack open, because it's already cracking open. Hi. It's already cracking open. Because you done hit rock bottom. What is that? Know where to run to, baby, know where to hide. I'm outside. Meet me outside. It's going down. Like you're gonna have to go outside with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's the only way you're gonna get out of jail. Spiritual jail. The only way you're gonna get out of rock bottom in your spiritual jail is you're gonna have to open your mouth. You're gonna have to crack the code. You're gonna have to find something to give you the confidence. You're gonna have to find whatever. Now, I don't care if it's making t-shirts, anything that you can do with your hands to make your mouth move. That's the energy gaining middle. Listen to what I'm saying. What you're doing with your hands, and that's where your eyes at, that's where you focusing, it's going to make your mouth move. It's going to get you comfortable. Oh. Guidance. You're going to get the guidance once you start putting the north, the east, the south, and the west. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Do I need to say that again, or do I need to keep going? Mm-hmm. No? Wow. Let me tell you something. People don't be wanting to always hear the, what you call it, the raw and uncut. But the raw and uncut is you're going to have to develop self-love, real love, the real deal love for your empress, for yourself, for your guidance, right? Self-worth, worthiness. You're going to have to find beauty when you got all that extra stuff. You're going to have to find inner beauty, inner standing of self. That's your confidence. Confidence ain't about the outside. Confidence starts from the inside. From the inside out. That's when you're going to know that your vibe is in sync. That your energy matched the most high. The hid and the her. Right? Remember, they want to take us out of everything. She matter. Won't she do it? There is no he without she. This ain't no she, no he. There is no him without her. I don't give a damn how many fucking artificial inseminations and robot babies and all that. Baby, they ain't got the guidance that you got. I bet they don't. They not like us, because they not us. You can make them all day, all run them down a assembly line. They not us. We the mothers of the earth, the real mother earth. Creativity. They ain't gonna tell you that. That's what they taught you wrong. So you're depending on a man to get you there. When my mama, and I don't know where she got it from, she said, baby, you get a little bit more blessed than you by yourself. And I never wanted to believe that. But I'm just telling you, there were some times when I was by myself and things were just magically delicious. By myself, for myself. Is it easy? No, baby. Starting at the rock bottom ain't never easy. Being in spiritual jail ain't never easy. But it's so worth it. Sometimes somebody else is stopping your blessings. And you know what people do? When you start saying that, they'll get away from you. They'll find some kind of reason to get away from you. But the whole time they be saying, I want to be grounded. I want to be more like you would be. Just know, I don't get to lay beside no man every night. I don't get to tooted and booted when I get ready. I ain't alone, but I'm alone. I'm all one. And I had to find creativity with being there. Even when I was in a relationship, and that's a three. That's Trinity. That's mother, father, and wholeness. That's balance. Some people be so busy looking at the even numbers, they don't look at the odd. Oh, there is no evil number. Etheric chords. Somebody got to cut some cords. I'm telling you. Baby, creativity come when you cut some cords. 27, 3, 9, and we get a 6. I'm probably going to jump out of this chair. All right, so we got grounding your etheric cord. So, like I said, just take 6 months. And if you're in a relationship, a master number 44, somebody a master number 44, worthiness. Didn't I say worthiness? Let me tell y'all something. My readings being so on point, I went back and watched a reading that I did a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, oh man, I did call that out. It came out. Right? So you grounding your vision. You grounding your vision. Make it clear. Write it down, make it clear for your guidance, not for nobody else. Sometimes you might don't want to tell nobody what you're talking about. And another thing too, sometimes y'all, when y'all in relationships, and I have been through this, so I can tell you from experience. Sometimes when you on your spiritual journey and you listening to a spiritualist or you listen to somebody that you want to hear spiritually, you might don't want somebody that ain't as tapped in as you to be in there when you listening to your spiritual person, because the spiritual person's voice is going to aggravate their spirit. I'm telling you, this is something I know to be true. So I don't know what made that come through, but you might want to just watch who you listening to. Okay, without shame, felt on etheric cord, right? I'm not telling you this because I'm ashamed of nothing that I tell y'all. I'm telling you this because everybody not gonna want you listening to this kind of knowledge because they not ready. They not ready to turn from the ways of the world. They not ready to walk off the grid and say, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that no more. They not ready. They don't have the same guidance that you have, especially when you tapped into yourself for higher value, right? So I say that, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it look like ain't nobody in here. Sometimes it look like another person. But anyway, they might not match the energy. They don't flow together like you might flow with me. So, you might want to turn me down or, save the video, make you a playlist. One of my playlists is The Struggle is Real. The struggle was real. It was very personal for me because I was in that struggle, right? I'm not the same live host that I was back then. All right, so right here on the Hold Your Vision, balance your spirituality and practicality. Same thing I'm trying to say. They might not be as practical as we are or as you are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say we. That's why I put my ear right. See? That's what I'm talking about, and everybody we ain't all on the same frequency. Even my children. I have to watch what I even say around my children now because I'm noticing that they can't comprehend what I'm saying. They don't understand. Wanting to move off grid, and you know what I'm saying? I've been moving where I want to. I ain't with nobody telling me what I can and cannot do. You not my mama. My mama didn't even raise me. My mama don't even tell me what to do. So I know you don't think I got this old for you to start telling me what's right. You know what I'm saying? And you know when I started there, I stopped speaking on their shit too. Yeah, if I don't speak on yours, you can't come speak on mine. All right? Yeah. Self-sabotage. Right? Other people' energy will self-sabotage your worthiness. I am worthy for my dreams. I am worthy to praise my dreams. Don't nobody get to come over here and tell me my dream ain't true. What? It was given to me. Why would you want to take it away? Right? Because they going through a storm. I saw the storm card. Right? Have faith in your dreams, not daydreams, your dreams. So now we about to get quiet about our dreams. Now we about to get quiet about our dreams because it's our time to shine. This card keep coming up at the right time. Right time. Time can't be bought. It's our time to shine. Oh no, 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 no. That's a shame. So that's giving have faith in your dreams and shame. Woo. Oh man. That means you're gonna have a little shame. Oh, shame is good too. I got chills. All right, so self-sabotage and shame. What's this shame? Desire. So you're gonna have a little shame, a little self-sabotage, and a little shame to get to your desire. Ashanti. Ashanti. Remember Ashanti? What was one of Ashanti's songs? End game. That's the end game. Wow. Desire is the end game. Ashanti was the end game. What year was Ashanti at her highest? That's a good question. I might need to go back and listen to some Ashanti music. Living with me, baby. Your lips so fine. What's that song? Yeah, that was her song. Divine Rebel. Divine Rebel. Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill. Divine Rebel. Storm Wisdom. Divine Storm gave you wisdom. It seems like a storm, but it's really wisdom to your desires. What? Anybody picking that up? It's your end game. So if it's your end game is desire, so that means you at a new cycle. That's a number 19. And what did I say? Something happened in number 19. Forgiveness. You found forgiveness in number 19. Shame. Oh shoot! You have forgiveness for shame. That's why 2020 was a reset. Clear eye view, clear vision. 2020 vision for the food, new beginning. When you learn how to play, when you learn how to play, you chose you. You said you start saying that. Oh, today I choose me. Today I choose me. They don't stole enough shit out here. Prophecies. They stole your prophecies and sold them to you. Girl. Yeah, you gotta forgive them. You gotta play. They stole. They stole your stuff and sold it to you as voodoo and hoodoo. What? They stole your stuff and sold it to you as witchcraft. That's what it says. It says diviner means witchcraft, tells fortune, fortune teller, bewitched, to consult a spirit of the dead, to practice magic. They've been doing this. They've been performing magic tricks on you. And you talk, Yo, I was in a class today. He said, you better go make you some, crochet you some voodoo dolls. Man, that's crazy. I always count my blessings. Remember, I used to tell y'all, I said, everything they said don't do, I do it. They said don't go out there talking to the moon, don't go outside with no without glasses on solar eclipse. I started doing everything they said don't do. Cause they doing the opposite. 2019, I bet my I ooh. Who was the next baby that came? Or no. Who was somebody in your family that you lost before that you got pregnant with that baby? Oh shit. We done tapped into something again. Let's turn this air off. Who either lost their life or who came in after that? See, when you lose a baby, right? When you lose somebody in your bloodline, you lose somebody, you gotta think who transitioned before them. And if somebody have a baby, you gotta think who transitioned before them. And then when somebody leave, you got to think about who come in next. That's where you get the 4,400 and something ancestor line. So they want you to think ancestors is just, of these my aunt, my sister, you know what I'm saying? No, baby. It's 4,000 and something. 4,000, it's like 4,400 and something ancestors attached to you right now. Remember, I say I used to go to sleep and I used to see all them people down there. I close my eyes and I just see a lot of people. And I be like, who is them people? And then I start to say, what they want with me? 2020, I lost my grandma. Hmm. So that means you had 2 to 3 more people. Cause remember they said threes. They said when somebody transition, pay attention to the 3 people that transition, and then pay attention to the 3 that come after it. Can you think who was the next one? And trying to see if I can. Can you think? Okay, there we go. She told me I'm going to have another one, and a baby was born in 2021. All right. So your grandma, look, clock this T. So grandma knew she was coming back. So grandma knew she was coming back. Grandma's is very significant. Do y'all remember I told you the story about my grandmama coming to me? And I was in there crying. And she said they have been trying to give this two of my cousins. All right. So that's three people. That's three people. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You're picking up where I'm dropping. I had to open that window. So that just goes to show right there, reincarnation is real. Right? Right. So would that mean if we let go of fear of death, because we know we coming back, and that's why I say you never know the time nor the place, because you leaping. Is that why so many people talking about destiny swapping? Is that why? Because I've been hearing a lot about destiny swapping. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're gonna try to stay on this high frequency, regardless, because that's what we miss. It don't matter where we live at. That's why you see so many people living in their cars, and you know what I'm saying. Not that they want to just live in their cars; they want peace. If I don't know the time or the day, well, when I'm gonna get to live? When I'm gonna get to travel? Cause they throwing up every monkey wrench they can, unless you learn AI. They throwing up every monkey wrench they can to stop you from being your successful self. And success looks different for everybody. I seen this girl, I hadn't seen her on YouTube in a while. She came down my YouTube algorithm yesterday. She had to start a whole cookie business and had people selling cookies for her. $4 a cookie. Pretty cookies. She was selling them to the farmers market. And remember, we've been getting creativity for months. That's why I had to back away. That's why I kept saying back away from everybody. You hear me? You picking up what I'm dropping. She went and sat down and she said, what am I good at? What's one thing I'm good at? And I'm going to go all in. And I'm just going to turn on the camera and do it. Yo, she's selling one. She took one girl 50 cookies. Another girl got 10 heads tingling. Another girl 50 cookies that she made in her house. These girls putting these t-shirt machines to work. They putting these crickets to work. Selling to our people. A time to give rather than a time to take. Didn't I say she was giving them girls cookies? They were selling them cookies side the street at stores and farmers market. Homemade cookies. She would buy the ingredients from the farmer's market and they let her sell the cookies outside and she was giving the girls commission to sit there and sell her cookies. $4 a cookie. She was giving them their money. They was out there working, giving their energy. Especially somebody. This girl had one little kid, and she said, "I want to be a stay-at-home mom." So I had to turn on my camera. Turning on the camera, gave her confidence. Then she just started going out there. I seen somebody. I went in the live the other day. All they were doing was sitting there. They weren't even talking to, and they're a reader. They weren't even talking to the camera. They were sitting up there making t-shirts and earrings. Making a t-shirt, she make little short t-shirts and then made the earrings that match. And guess what the earrings had on? The t-shirt, I didn't even say nothing because I don't know when I found this girl, but I know I probably found her around the time that I brought these Uno cards out. This is what her t-shirt had on it. The colors of the Uno, the chakras. And I was like, I've been watching her. I did not know. She just bust out with the Uno. Now, I have been having my Uno. So that, what that showed me? Nobody didn't steal that idea from me. I didn't patent it. I just brought the Uno cards out. But confirmation was when I see her had a matching earrings with Uno on the ears and Uno on the shirt. And I was like, yo, come on. We all getting told to be more creative. I'm just in my line. It's hold on. Scarcity. Scarcity. It's your shadow self. My blessings overflow. So now that you ain't scared no more, you ain't scared no more. You know anything. If I can make anything, if I can make one, I can make a dozen. If I can make one, I can make a dozen. Like a dozen of egg. Trust your intuition. 69369. Trust your intuition. Intuitive. Trust what spirit telling you. It's getting louder and louder. You know what I noticed too? Some people, they real selfish. Put your shit out there. Stop being so damn selfish. Stop you not putting your stuff out there is you neglecting somebody else from having your stuff on their back. The energy is gaining momentum. You are waking up. Waxing moon. That was the moon we just had last month. Was the waxing moon, right? What's sideways? Be bold and make the first move. It's time for you to be bold and make the first move. That's the only way you're gonna get out of bankrupt. That's the only way you're gonna get out of rock bottom energy. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video. Prosperity lies ahead once you walk away from scarcity mindset. Start working with the shadow self instead of shadowing yourself. You're going to be in this time of projection. Projection? I thought I was trying to say protection. That's one thing about Mercury retrograde and earth signs. When you say something wrong, try to see what you can get out of the wrong word, what assumes mask. Your intuitions is being masked. It's a lot of shadow energy hiding behind. The veil is no longer there. Confirm this, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing. Grounding. 3. Yeah. It's time to get to work, y'all. It's time for manifestation. It's time for manifestation. A number 8. No, a number 9. 369. Wow. Secrets are being revealed. Like all these planetary alignments, all this energy that's gaining momentum, is like secrets are being revealed. You did the grounding. You trust your intuition. You work with the scarcity tactics. Like it's like you passed the test. Yeah, I know I passed some tests when I cut some people off because they won't come in with peace. If they not coming with peace, if you always coming with chaos and you're not being creative, you know what I'm saying? Like manifestation secrets reveal, you creating your manifestation, and it's closed. That's it. You are self-sabotaging your intuitions because you don't believe, and it's getting louder and louder. What's the T? The T on this? A time to give rather than a time to take. Be bold and make the first move. Divination. You're going to have to do some divination. What is divination? It's exactly what you see me doing right now. You have to find another way. And don't be threatened. You're going to have to put some cards or something in your hand and get some answers. Ask some yes and no's. Make you some cards. Light a candle. Light some candles. Like that's what the Catholics were doing, wasn't it? They had their church full of candles, didn't they? Had full of fire. Fire and desire. Okay. Prosperity lies ahead of scarcity. Where does the scarcity come from that you had to walk away from? I see the bull, right? Bull horns, Taurus, earth sign. I heard I'm about to get me some goat ears. Some people scared of goat. Yes, dirty offer in the reverse. So getting these bull horns and all of this that dirty offer in reverse. So some of the stuff that you some of the stuff that you scared of, you shouldn't even be scared of. You're gonna have to switch that around. It came in reverse. So once you were scared to do divination. You were scared to get a deck of cards. That's what I see. You were scared that this offer won't of God. They tried to tell us that we couldn't do the divinations. But we divine. They told us that this was witchcraft. That was a lie. They stole it when they taught us Christianity. When the Vaticans, I'm talking about the Vaticans. I ain't talking about this over here. This came from somewhere else. This weapon that you couldn't do this came from over there and was brought over here and taught to you that it was wrong. They knew they had stolen it because you would have found, you could claim stolen shit quicker than this. 500 years? We got a 500 years, and then 2 more, 7, and it's closed. It's closed. 7. So somebody just came out of 7 years. Somebody been working with their intuition, trying to get that mask off for 7 years. They've been working on creativity for 7 years. Mm. I heard something about 9 too. These last 9 months being rough, so you could be about to birth a spiritual baby. Did I say something about hook? You unhook? Oh. Oh. You unhook the mask and tapped into your intuition. You unhook your intuition because it looks like water and earth. You study. I heard you made it through the winter. You made it through the storm. Unfazed. Doesn't care. Didn't flinch. You can't shake me. Unshakable. The energy is gaining momentum because you unshakable. You grounded. Damn, you shook the ground. The mountain is you. Money, 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 money. You grounded the money, but the money is in reverse. Or all the cards in reverse. No. No, it's saying money given, you were giving money. It's in reverse, so you receiving money. This is the giving money card, paying their bills, always, always asking, trying to buy love. It's in reverse. So that means you getting ready to be receiving. Reverse. We got 3 cards in reverse. So it's giving me that you were taking some dirty offers because you were hooked on that that you were upside down about what you're supposed to be doing, and now you know that that's what's gonna bring your money in because it ain't dirty. Wow. I don't know. Then take what resonate, leave the rest. Wow. All right. I'm about to go. Let me get a confirmation. Hmm. Oh, oneness. Oneness. Oneness is my true nature. So you're gonna have to know that I am loving energy of the universe. That's your new self. That's your blue, right? You hooked on you now. You hooked on oneness, your identity, your guidelines, your guidance. Oneness is my true nature. Mm. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers, right? Oneness, oneness happens when you let the true feelings of you not getting ready to get on my nerves. I got work to do for myself and others to get me out of rock bottom, right? I want to be a rock star, not rock bottom. Because them, back then they had all that stuff going on with music, with the rock and roll. What they say, what did rock and roll say? We built this city. They won't saying they were saying we built this city on rock and roll. Ain't that what they were saying? They won't saying they said we built it. They were working together. They were working together. Coming clean. It was some subliminals in that music. It's coming clean. Now, what do we say? This is the time of truth. This is the time that truth will be revealed. Confessions, all this stuff we see opening up and coming out. They know what time to do it. They talking about they being truthful. No, it was time. They feel like if they tell the truth now, it's gonna cover their ass from all that karma. No, it ain't. You about to get your divine inheritance. Right place, right time. Right. They coming clean because it's the right place, right time. They know we finna rise. The rise of the divine feminine. They know now it wasn't about Jesus, it was about Mary. Now it's popping up everywhere. Oh, it wasn't about Jesus, it was about Mary Magdalene and Mary Magdalene. 2 generations, same name. That means what? It was about Mary. Then they say America used to be named Mary. Mary taking her name back. Mother, Mary, Earth. Did you hear that? Damn. America used to be named Mary, Mother of the Earth. That was deep. That was deep diving. But she took a dirty offer. She got hooked because of money. The story is to be told, not sold, and they sold the story. Unfinished business. Now she back for unfinished business. The mother is back. Remember I told y'all a couple of months ago, I said, y'all want to keep on saying, Father, 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 you better put some mother in your mouth. Remember I said that? I think I said on TikTok. I said, y'all better start saying, won't she do it? You better start giving Mother Earth her flowers now. So that's forgiveness again. I forgive myself and others for not knowing what they do because others, some of the ancestors want to come back and say, forgive me, sweetie, because I didn't mean to take you wrong. They set me up, they taught me wrong. But I'm coming back to fix this. So you don't got to come back and do this again and again and again. Suffering, pain and suffering, survival. Hooked on phonics, hooked on they shit, and it's upside down. Do your divination, do your witchcraft. Witchcraft do you choose? Sewing, cooking, baking. Really committed this time, loyal. In it for the long haul, no games. That was in reverse. Cosmic nudge. You got a cosmic nudge. Galactic. Damn gas truck coming through here. What the hell is? Hold on, make sure I don't blow the up over here. 301-2022. What the hell? I'm back. Make sure they ain't send nobody over here and knock me out. He pulled that trigger. It was a black dude there. No, he gonna say, no, that ain't right. Why your GPS bring you over here? What you planning? But yes, so we have to start planning to work more on ourselves. Yes, we have to work more on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We were really, we won't committed to, working with fire, working with silver and gold. You know what I'm saying? Mixing stuff together. We were trying to separate everything. You know what I'm saying? The pennies from the dollars. I ain't know, and I see the big truck. I was like, shit, who the hell is that? He whipped it on right. We had just got out, right place, right time, and pop up and shit. That popped up. What the hell you doing over here? That look like some flammable shit. Let's get that on the weapon over here. That's why I'm trying to get a little bit more to the off-grid living. They start sending stuff in rural areas. Like they start fighting outside. I want to be out of here. Cause they planning a fight. It's already some cosmic going on. Or they already done been fighting trust issues, one-sided detachment, poor communication. That damn show had poor communication. But damn thing teach us everything backwards. Reverse. You gotta reverse all the knowledge back to self. Go back to looking within. Yeah. They had us out here with a cold shoulder. Going backwards, walking backwards. Nah, not no more. But you know what? You gotta kind of say, I count my blessings. I'm thankful that I was able to even have time, can't be bought, to go back and fix this, to go back and do the research. Internet. I'm on the internet. Now I'm using my voice on the internet. Contemplation. Like maybe somebody who was like sketchy about the internet, even though we know we program the internet. Unsure. We were unsure how to use it. We thought it was just for playing games. Now we weighing our option like, yo, it might be something to this right here. Woo. Yeah. Reconciliation. Coming together with AI. What I say, coming together with this spiritual attack, coming together. Like we done grab the attack and like, yo, let me see what this got. Right? We reevaluated and grow together through this spiritual attack. These triggers, spiritual awakening. We in a spiritual awakening. We in a massive spiritual awakening right now. hmm We learn our lessons. We sharing our journey. Soul bond. Putting in the work. We doing the research. It's the time to research. If you can go to secondhand stores, buy you some books. Buy you something that's got a little age to it. Or the story got a little age to it and not the Bible. Get outside of the Bible. Hidden knowledge, occult knowledge, spirit, all of it. Get outside. Um, the supergrapher. That's the I was in class with Circle Trova for a while, and supergrapher. We went all through here. The real story about Joseph. The real story about Mary. The real story about Adam and Eve. It's more. Okay, we turn right to the life of Adam and Eve. You wanna go through it right quick a page? Let me know. I read some off this page that I flipped to because I just opened the page and I remember saying Adam and Eve, so I know we in sync in synchronicity. Synchronicity. You gotta know when you in sync. Right place, right time. Put let me see. 1003. What page is this? 273. 1003. Now if I go to the first, if I go to the rules of the beast. Oh, the rule of the beast. The role, like the role of the beast. Mm. You gotta remember they were moving letters around. A-E-I-O-U. They were moving them letters around. Them vowels. Not the same vowels you thought they were talking about. Put a 3-7 in the chat. Put a 3-5 in the chat. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We can. Okay, okay. Let me get these back in the right place. We're going to find out more about this dirty offer. All right, hold on. Let me get these cards kicked up. That was good, though. Manifestation, creativity, and secrets revealed. Like the Most High, your spirits, your guides, your angels, your archers, they about to tell you what they want you to do. Do this. Don't do that. Talk to this person. Don't talk to that. But remember, they said everybody ain't real. All right, let's see what Life of Adam and Eve say. The Apocryphy. The rule of the beast. Number 37. 1. And Seth and his mother went towards the gates of paradise. And while they were walking, behold, suddenly there came a serpent. What's a serpent? Remember when we were reading the Bible? 3-5. Remember when we were reading the Bible and they said Eve was talking to the serpent? What if Eve was out there talking to herself? Because, okay, a snake, when they got a snake, that's like a M. That's like a number 13. Like that 8, that 35, that 3, 37. 3 and 7 is 10, and we in a 1 and a 0 now. That M, what it say? Mississippi, MISSI, humpback I, crooked letter I. You remember that? But that M is mom. That M is math, the Mayat. That M, the mother. Mother. Doesn't it sound like an A? It don't always sound like an O. Remember the A and A? A and O is interchangeable. Okay, it says the serpent, a beast, and attacked and bit self. So, and when Eve saw it, she cried out and said, "Woe is me." My glasses turned sideways. Did you hear what she said? To self? Oh, to self or to self? I want to knock this phone down. Pew! The serpent, we're talking to self. The serpent bit self. Wow. Woe is me. That's what she said. For I am cursed. She was talking to herself. She talked herself into thinking she was cursed. Yeah, we can crack this thing. What did it say earlier? Crack open, crack open. What did it say? Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Cracked open. What did she say? Since I have not kept the command of the Lord. Lord is law. Remember that Lord means law. And and Eve said to the serpent in a loud voice, cursed beast. She said to herself, cursed beast. How is it that you were not afraid to throw yourself at the image of God? How is it that you were not afraid? So that right there is telling me that Eve wasn't rocking with the word of God. That's why they kicked her out of Eden. That's why they condemned her. Because she was doing something different. She was saying something different. She was something different. She cursed herself. And then she said, but have dared to attack it. Like you want to walk in the image of God, but you ain't attacking it. You ain't questioning why they were offering mothers and children's and you know what I'm saying? And little boys. And how were your teeth made strong? She said, and the hour drew near for the angels who were guarding your mother to ascend and worship the law. And the enemy gave her, and she ate from the tree. The enemy gave her. But what did they tell us? It was her decision to get the apple from the tree and get it Adam. But Adam got an apple in his throat. Didn't nobody catch that? They said Eve told Adam to eat the apple. No. He stole the apple, used his throat, and shut hers off. Since he knew that neither I nor the holy angels were near her, then she gave also to me to eat. When we both had eaten, God was angry with us. So God was angry because you ate the tree. Apple means knowledge. So you saying God mad at you because you got knowledge? That don't even make sense. If God is all knowing and all willing and almighty, why would God be mad with you for having knowledge? Why would you be cursed to slide on around and not know who the fuck you are? That don't sound right. And the Lord came into paradise and called with a frightful voice, saying, Adam, who are you? And why do you hide from my face? Can the house hide from its builders? Can the house hide from its builders? He said, since you have forsaken my covenant, that means Adam's covenant was not Eve's covenant. They didn't have the same covering. You know why? Because they stole the information. They stole they tricked the woman into thinking that man, and this was crazy part. They tricked, what did it say? How many ribs? How many ribs? 12. No, they said 13 ribs, take one, you got 12. But only the woman had 13. Because she was the one who what? Bear the fruit. Who brought them through here. Take me through there. Take me through there. How you get through here? So the woman always had to have an extra rib. Because she was the one who had to carry the baby. The Empress. Let me see. He got the apple stuck in his throat to this day. He can't, he he ain't supposed to be doing all that damn talking and being in control of shit. But they think they got all the sense. They think they got almighty power. But now they losing it. They ready for you to turn back into a pillar of salt and it ain't working. It's not working. They want you to sit down and shut up. It's not working. Sitting down and shutting up. See, she was pregnant. She brought life into earth, this realm. She is the apple, the tree of life, the blood, the blood that bleeds on this earth. They not around here bleeding on earth. They ain't got to run home and go and put on no protection, no PPE on earth. It's her. It's her that's feeding earth. The Empress that's birthing. Number 303, wholeness, a leap of faith, adventure, abundance, innocence, and body. Remember, that's how they got us. We were so innocent. We were so pure. We was not gatekeepers. We was feeding everybody. We was growing and feeding. We were fruitful and multiply. Hmm. We were so forgiving. I'll let you back in. Promise me you won't do it again. Hmm. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, the lives of the prophets. All right, what she say? After they talked about, since you have forsaken my covenant, I have submitted your body to 70 plagues. The pain of the first plague is affliction of your eyes. The pain of the second plague is your hearing, and so on, and so one after another. Like they just started. blocking shit, blocking it. Everything we would do, they would block it. They took us out of everything. While he was saying these things to his son, he sighed deeply and said, "What shall I do? I am in great distress." And Eve also wept and said, "My Lord," remember, law, Adam, "rise." She was saying, "My law, atoms, photons, electrons, neutrons, science, not man, rise. Give me half of your illness and let me bear. Let me bear it." So even after you've been tricked, it's stuck in trickery, you still be trying to share. Conceive. Because this has happened to me, because this has happened to you through me. We took blame for everything. We would rather just take people pain. Because of you, because of me, you suffer troubles and pain. You ain't got nothing to do with nobody else pain, nobody else karma. They create their own karma. You don't have nothing to do with that. But women be so ready to save the man, the Adams, they don't even be trying to save themselves. You really gave up on yourself and put somebody first. Even like I said, it said put no man before you. Nobody don't come before you. This is what we got to get back to. Self. That's what they called it. They were calling self, which is self. Remember, they didn't talk like we talk, and they spell different than this. So this whole time, you should have been in the mirror talking to yourself, trying to bring yourself back, trying to remember who the fuck you is and why you don't want to come back here no more in this poverty mindset, in this world of the words, word of the world. That's where we at. So when I came out here and said this is the third, they say second, third, we don't say third coming of what they were calling Jesus or Sophia or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Isis or whoever, you know what I'm saying? This is the energy. It be windows and doors that you can jump in at the right time so you don't have to go through this 5 more years, 3 more years, 7 more years. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause remember, they 5 years was what, 500? Theirs was not the same. Okay, so what did it say? To Eve, rise and go to our son's self near the paradise and place earth on your heads and weep, beseeching God so that he might have mercy on me and send his angels into paradise and give me from the tree out of which the oil flows and bring it to me. Damn, you want everything. You don't want us to have nothing. What did I say? We trying to get out of meat and get into wheat. Like wheat. Hmm. Wheat. We grow wheat over here. Hmm. Wheat. Hmm. Maybe we need to look something into wheat, or we need to find out some research about wheat. Hmm. and I will anoint myself and rest. Paradise, give me from the tree out to which the oil flows. Rise and go with our son self near to paradise, and place earth on your heads and weep. So this says, beseeching God so that he might have mercy on me and send his angels into paradise and give me for the tree out of which the oil flows. So to me, it sounds like they God ain't for women, not for women. They God is not for the women. Cause we grow, we fruitful and multiply. We not gatekeepers. We plant seeds. We put our hands in the dirt. We walk in the dirt barefooted. That's something women doing, not men. And if men are doing it, they know about the occult. But what about our men? When they gonna ground themselves? You doing all this spiritual work. You reaching out to spirits, not ghosts, spirits. You doing the spiritual work. You out here barefooted, putting your hand in the dirt, full moon, eclipse. You doing something, but he not. That's where your manifestations is off, because he not emotionally tapped in. You trying to dodge bullets by doing this spiritual work, and he thinking that it's fake. But remember, I said we being real. There is no fake. This is we being realistic. Mm. I'm gonna go because we done been on here about 2 hours. It don't be feeling like I be out here for no 2 hours. If y'all ready for me, stop. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna have to get a little bit more consistent. Mm. Cause we around here like we don't know our power. Like we're not even um trying to do what everybody else doing no more. We're doing something different. We're moving in silence for real, for real. And people not gonna understand what you doing. That's why you cannot tell them. They some happiness haters for real. They don't want to heal. They telling you I don't want to heal. So any questions? No. We're moving silent. And you know what? I bet you if you move in silent, especially all the way to what is it? Today is thank you. We moving in silence and writing it down and keeping it clear and having clear conversations with ourselves till Friday the 13th. and see what magical gonna happen in your life. Cause magic ain't real. It ain't nothing but a dream. You seeing something in your mind, and you like, I know this is what I keep seeing, but where is it? You just trying to locate yourself with it. You trying to connect with it. Moving in silence, a lot will come through. Yes, for real. And they like, oh, she trying to be funny. No, I ain't. I ain't trying to be funny. But I have seen my shit disappear with somebody calling me talking about where your mental at. What? Where your mental at? Why you will what? They want to know what's your next move. That's another thing. What's your next move so I can go over there and try to sabotage it for you. Yeah, I had somebody ask me the other day talking about, well, how much you gonna be making? None of your damn business. You didn't tell me how much you were making. Like you gotta be careful now and pay very close attention. Remember, I said listen to some of this stuff that's coming out of people's mouth. Imagine somebody with mental illness asking you, what's your next move? Which we know mental illness is a superpower. So what you were gonna do with your superpowers? I told you what my next move was. Was it gonna be for the good? Cause remember it said earlier we had trust issues. We got trust issues from PTSD. Past trauma, telling somebody what the hell we did before we manifested it. No, I ain't telling you shit. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna talk to you till after I manifest. See you when I get there. That's why they asking so many questions. Especially if they somebody you ain't seen make no help, make no miracles. You know what I'm saying? They playing mind games. Mm. Period. Period. Then they get mad when you gotta cut them off. Like, no, you stopping my blessings. And guess what? You will never see who's stopping your blessings if you never cut somebody off and see is it gonna get better or is it gonna get worse. I surrender. I surrender all y'all fucking friends and family, and I'm gonna try to figure it out myself. I'm gonna go talk to myself before I talk to you. Come on now. That's the mind game that you gotta play. You gotta gaslight yourself. What I say? Hype me up, bestie. You gotta hype yourself up. Stop telling them any damn thing. You go fucking figure it out. Shit. They want to sleep. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. This is what I had noticed since I've been on social media. Some people they'll want to act like they want to know what class is going to be about, but then they don't get in class. So you want to take my time, which you can't buy, right? You can't buy my time. That's why people say, "Oh, I got a job, but I ain't making my worth." They can't pay you your worth. They can never pay you your worth, right? But that don't mean you don't give them the knowledge, right? So you gotta play mind games with yourself. I'm gonna pay myself to give out this knowledge free. And then I'm gonna tell my ancestors, my guys, can y'all go find me some, you know what I'm saying? Some this is what we talked about in class today. The same thing they say. This is what we talked about in class today. They don't believe in the work that you're doing, but they want your dolls, your voodoo dolls, your dollars. They don't want to give you the dollars. But they want to make them a doll and look like you so they can poke the information out. You get what I'm saying? Dollars. I thought that was very interesting today. That's high value information. They don't like dolls, but they like dollars. Spell word. I found that very interesting today. I shared it on my post. I shared the class with Seven today on my post, and I hadn't seen his class. I hadn't been to. I think one of them, the last one I probably remember him being in is God Power, or the Blueprint for God Power. No, no, it was something else I did with him. I studied with him. I think I know he got the inner school, but yeah, I shared him on my page today. So if anybody want to go watch that, that's where we at. I cooked me some food today, y'all. It was my last pack of meat in the refrigerator, but it was good. It was good, good, good. I see desires. Yes, yes, yes. We've been in a push and a pull for our desires. So we got to figure it out a little bit now. We're just moving in silence. We're moving in silence because we tired of the red flags. We tired of people throwing red flags, catching our flag off our waist before we can get our elevation up high. They thought they were smart. See, the enemy don't care who the enemy use to distract you. What happened? What, the live cut out? Well, let me end it though, because it's cutting out. It went out for something. Have a good one. Have a good one. And don't forget to go look at the video I shared. Thank you.